All right. Going into February. Super excited. Not so much of a guest host here. This is the Vital Wire. All right, here we go. For everybody who doesn't know, sitting next to me today is my beautiful wife, Erika, formerly Bebus, now Bosson. Super excited to have you on with me. We've done a live before together. So obviously, I just love the way we jive. So this is going to be fun and easy.
100%. I love it.
So there may or may not be dancing on this episode, so you might want to tune in and watch. We may break off an impromptu TikTok right in the middle of this.
You never know.
So everybody's starting to follow Erika on her TikTok endeavors with the kids, and so that's a lot of fun. However, a lot going on this month, start of 2023.
Yeah.
We have both adopted the 2023 is for me. We have made some efforts in our personal lives, in our marriage, in our businesses, to just really start to better ourselves so we can better other people.
Yep.
So with that, we also, going into February, the month of love, are very excited to love on other people as well. So just a lot that has been going on, and the growth that has happened in January, some of the transitions, some of the things that are about to happen.
Right.
Just very, very excited for 2023. I don't know how you feel about it.
I am so excited. And February is my favorite month. And no, it's not my birthday month or anything like that. I actually love Valentine's Day.
Wait, it's not? No, that's June. I got it, guys. I got it.
I love Valentine's Day because I love love so much. I just love loving on people and loving on our family.
Is that a Jim Carrey? Jim Carrey. Love, 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 love.
Maybe.
I think it is. Love, 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 love.
But I love that. It's like my favorite thing. So the fact that we now get to love on our community inside and outside of the practice just makes my heart so happy. I'm just so filled with love, and I can't wait to share it with everybody. It's going to be great.
Yeah. So, real quick, we've done a live. I thought, well, we did do a podcast with Brian Galkey.
Yes, we did.
That came out in December of last year, 2022, whatever year we're in.
Yes. So,
a little bit about you for the people who don't know. I'll lead with this because you won't ever say it, but I'm going to brag on you a little bit.
Oh, gosh.
Very well decorated dancer, very highly respected, very talented. And by dancer, I mean, we're talking acro competition. We're not talking, you guys know what I'm talking about.
Not that kind of dancer.
Danced at Disney as well.
Yes.
Not Disneyland, but Disney World. Had an opportunity to dance there, where you were everything from parade to on-site to characters. You've done a lot of different things. Very well respected.
With some characters, yes.
Dance degree from Lindenwood.
Yes.
So, just tell everybody kind of what you're doing now. What are you involved in now?
So I am currently the dance team coach at St. Dominic High School. So I'm the head coach and the lead director of the program now since I've been there for 6 years. Yep. And we are very blessed that we are actually going to be able to add a JV next year.
Yes.
We've grown the program so much. It's been such a blast. I just love the kids so much. Being able to pour into them not only dance, but also real life skills.
Yeah.
Like how to present yourself on the floor and off the floor, behind the scenes, in the scenes, everything. So that's been kind of a passion of mine that I love. Like you have racing, I have
love,
coaching
love, love.
for
You see the theme here, folks. Love.
But I'm a loving mother of 3, love. And that's been really fun too. I never thought I wanted kids until I met you. Fun fact there, you would never know it now because I love everything about having my babies throughout pregnancy, into labor, all of it. And it's just a blast. We have 2 boys. We have one girl, and she already has the little dance bug, which is super fun for me to start seeing. She just
all
loves to
3
jiggle.
do.
They do. They all love to dance around and enjoy life.
And boogieing.
For sure. But yeah, I mean, that's a little bit about me. I also have a little bit of a graphic design business on the back end too. When I'm not in VP, I'm working on Bosson designs and enjoying life that way as well.
Whether she wants to announce it or not, she's been here in the practice more. Not really because she's asked to be on site more, but you're probably going to see more of her.
Yes, you are.
Now. Our team loves her. She brings the energy that we all want in our practice and in our lives, and all the energy that you guys could ever want. That's why she was the Energizer Bunny when she was younger.
Yep, that was my nickname.
Yep. Stock standard energy all the time. So yeah, dance, the dance world, St. Dominic, every one of our kids, weeks old, they've all been a part of St. Dominic.
Yeah.
Or you coaching St. Dominic, which was crazy to think about. Kenton, Layton, and now Cammie.
They've all been to their fair share of football games from weeks old on up.
In the carrier.
Yep.
You know, it's been so great. And you grew up in South County.
I did grow up in South County. I went to Notre Dame High School.
There it is. There it is. The St. Louis.
The question that everybody's wanting to know. Went to Notre Dame High School. Yeah. I was a rebel.
Yep.
We had
Still
a blast.
I'm quick.
I know, I see that.
I'm quick. Now, 2023. So what do you envision going forward? We're 30 days in to a little over. This will come out, this is January. This will come out next week. I'll just tell you guys now. So this will come out beginning of February. So we're already through January.
Right.
How do you see 2023 going?
Big things happening in 2023. both for VP, but also I feel like for us. We really took a deep dive last year, I feel like, into ourselves and what we actually wanted and the drive that we needed essentially to figure out what it is we wanted for our family, what we wanted for our personal selves.
Yeah.
Something that I'm really excited about is the other ventures that we have planned that you all will hear about very, very soon, I'm sure. Both him and I having kind of our own little things going outside of everything else. Yeah. And then also really taking our personal side into it and like really getting into a routine, a really great routine. You waking up early, me waking up early, having intentional time to ourselves before having our time with our kids and all of that. And it's just been really fun to do that with you because for a while we had kind of gotten off of that. We had lost it, and getting back into it, it's really fun to, shoot him a text at 5:30 in the morning and him already be through half of his workout because he's up at 4:33 a.m. every morning, getting his way to the gym.
That's a very specific time. Everybody says that, and they're like, "Oh man, what time do you wake up?" 4:33. Like that's a very specific time. There's strategy, there's nostalgia in that. You'll have to ask me. You can ask me why, or you can comment, and I'll get back to you on why 4:33. We'll save that for another time. But we've had a lot of great people, and we still do have a lot of great people in our life, in our personal lives, in the practice, as things transition a little bit here in the practice, and still, like I said, still having those great people in our life. And all of us, I feel like no matter what, you don't always have to have it all figured out, but every effort is a step forward into what it is you truly want and what it is you're going after, whether it's us or friends or family or colleagues. And I think 2023 is going to bring a lot of clarity, and it's going to help a lot of people in our lives, in our community, in society, hopefully really figure out what it is they strive for, what it is they love, why they do what they do, what it is they're into, how they want things to go, and just provide a level of communication, not only to themselves, but to the world on this is what I'm going after. This is how I want to get it done. Can you help me? What are my resources? Thank you for an opportunity, and thank you for your time. And I think that's what a lot of 2023 is going to bring as well. And it will. And I just hope people have that attitude, that grace, and that understanding sooner.
Right.
Because guess what? 2023 is for me. And you can say that on your end, so 20 is for you, but you would say me.
Right.
So, and allow it to be that, and it's okay for that.
Right.
And it's very, very exciting to see what will happen this year, because growth in every aspect for everybody is on the way if you allow it.
Right. And that's something that one of my coaches actually talks about a lot. Cassidy Bones, she's absolutely fabulous. She's a wonderful human being. And she always talks about intentional time with yourself, because if you don't have the ability to take care of yourself, you don't have the ability to take care of or serve anybody else, because you are constantly in a state of depletion. And if you're depleted here, there's no way you can show up over there. So 2023 being for me, having the intentional time set aside for yourself, really working on yourself so that you can show up for everybody else, including your community and your family. Yeah. I think it's huge.
So, which I'm just going to go off the rail here too.
I love it.
Is don't be afraid to invest in yourself.
Yes. 1,000%. Yes.
This was literally, again, this is January 31st. This podcast will come out next Monday. What was just delivered not 30 minutes ago?
My Lululemon mirror.
Lululemon mirror. And I say that because you were very intentional, and a lot of people think, I can't afford that right now, or man, maybe. And we almost talked ourselves out of it.
We almost did.
And it's like, you know what? Let's wait. Let's set a goal. However, a lot of the things, not just us, make this about you. A lot of the things you do on a daily basis throughout the year, like you whatever it is for you, you have earned that. And me looking at Erika, I'm looking at the camera and you listeners now, you have earned that. And maybe it's not a mirror for you. Maybe it's a tonal. Maybe it's a plunge. Maybe it's a membership to somewhere that invests into yourself. And then looking at Erika, it's like, you have earned that. And me supporting you, and that's like, hell yeah, you've earned that. Like, do it, get it, order it, whatever you got to do, get it. But also invest in yourself and be okay with, it's not that you can't afford to, it's almost that you can't afford not to.
Right.
So look at it that way. I'm not saying go remortgage your house, make bad decisions, make bad financial decisions, but I think a lot of us, no matter where we're at, no matter what the dollar amount, it could be big or small, maybe we shouldn't buy that toy right now. Whatever it is, look at it from a lens of, does this get me farther faster?
Right.
Is this something for me that, one, inspires me? Have I earned? Does it make me a better person?
Right.
Does it help in my health, my stress? And if it checks off those things, it's not a cost. It's an investment.
Right.
Now, with an investment, you can't make an investment and just put it in the rearview mirror and not keep up with it, utilize it, and use it to its most ability and know how to get the most out of that investment. But you have to look at those things as an investment.
Yep.
So take 2023 and allow yourself to let it be for me and invest in myself.
Yes.
So hear that. So that was kind of my trail off into your comment of, we've worked very hard in our personal life, and then my trail of, look, 2023 can be very good if you allow it. Absolutely. And Cassidy's been a huge help. Coaching with Sean and Lacey have been a huge help, because from different perspectives and dynamics, it's been, coaching with multiple people throughout this past year has brought a lot of just that perspective and degrees, and everybody sees it differently, but it's all getting you to the same point. Right. Make sure you have time for you. Then you have somebody else saying, yeah, that's great. But also make sure you realize where you've been and what you've done and how you've helped. And then also look, not even imagine, but look at what you've learned. Whether it's bad decision, good decision, hard decision, conversation, trial and error, but look at what you've learned. Right. And it all gets you back to loving yourself and allowing yourself to be set up for success, so you can then help and love of and on other people. Yep. I couldn't agree more. I always like to look at life as chapters in a book.
Like you have this big old book of life, one that we live by being the Bible, but our own book of life, and each trial, tribulation, awesome moment, everything combined yearly is just another chapter in your book.
Yeah.
And I love starting that chapter over every once in a while. And sometimes you want to delete things, but you have to be okay with what's already happened because it's just on to the next page.
Yes.
And I love the fact that we have many people that can speak into our lives that we really trust.
Yeah.
Whether that be coaches, whether that be team members, things like that, that we can utilize to not only be in those chapters, but also really take us to the next level and allow maybe that chapter to close out really cool and then open a new chapter into something absolutely fantastic, which is exactly what we're getting ready to do right now. I mean, this new chapter in our lives, and hopefully the new chapter in your lives, is just going to be exponentially greater than the one past, because maybe last year's chapter wasn't for you, but this year, if you allow it to be, if you allow that manifestation and the love and of the love of your spouse, the love of your family, the gratitude, the love of Jesus Christ, if you allow it all back into this chapter, I don't see it going poorly for you.
Yeah.
It's only going to be amazing.
Yeah. And I just, it's already been inked. That's what I was going to say. There's so much I would like and love to say and want to go down, but a lot of people, and myself included. So I'll just give you my perspective. By now, if you've listened to this to any extent, I'm pretty raw and genuine and okay to tell you that there's, some of my struggles and how I've gotten over it. But I'd be the first one to be like, man, I wish that would have never happened, or I wish I could have done that differently, and try to rewrite the chapter. Well, there's a couple of things that I've told people for a long, long time, and this is something that I feel like I do very well, is never let somebody else write a chapter in your book.
Yep.
And I tell people that a lot. Here's what I don't do so well. I don't always want to leave the ink that's on the paper. I always want to erase it, rewrite it, do it better, say it better. And the intention of what was on the pages comes from a place, but maybe it didn't pan out, whatever that is. Don't try to rewrite. Don't try to erase, because one, it's not going to happen.
No.
It's not. It's not even something you have to own up to.
Right.
It's just like, look, how am I involved? What did I get out of that? What did I learn? What was great? Like, how did I succeed so well?
What lesson did you learn?
Yeah, because a lot of times I'll look at something and I'll get something done and something will go so well and it's like, oh, well, how could I have done that better? It's like, why are you trying to erase the page, dummy? It's like that went so well and you're already trying to erase the page and figure out how you could have done it better. How about you just leave the ink on the page? And you don't even have to rewrite the story. Just continue writing the story, because you can always change the narrative, good and bad. Always make it good from a good place.
Right.
But you can always change the narrative. The rearview mirror is smaller than the windshield for a reason.
Right.
It's not that you can't look back on it. You can, but don't let it blind what's in the windshield.
Absolutely.
And don't try to resurface the road or rewrite the chapter. Just take a different exit. Take a different avenue.
For sure.
Woo!
Love that.
So
that is not what Cheney wanted us to talk about.
That
today.
is not at all not what Cheney wanted us to talk about.
But I love it because it's so raw and genuine.
Cheney, we're not talking about what you wanted us to talk about at all.
Sorry.
You can't see her. She's back there. And apparently we have 10 minutes left. So that's great.
I love it.
But so very blessed for how 23 has started, what we've learned, what we've earned, what's gone well, having a great month, and just with the people who we have in our life. So, and you being here next to me, it's great. Love it.
Hello.
The way it should be. Now, February, as far as what's going on in the practice,
right.
We have a lot of fun things in the practice. We have an event at the end of the month.
We do.
That we are collaborating with another chiropractic office.
Yes.
In Chesterfield. So just when you think it couldn't get any better, it's going to.
Right.
So Excelsior Family Chiropractic, owned by Dr. Ryan Hukin, Dr. Ryan and Abby Hukin, and Marley, their second doc, their other doc. I don't like saying associate. It's more than that.
Right.
She's more than that. Their second doc, their other doc, is going to be here as well.
Right.
And we're just going to give people access to a great event, give moms some support, and get questions answered. This is not a vendor fair. This is
now there are vendors.
There are vendors,
Right.
but this isn't going to be like, ooh, come see all the trinkets and stuff, which those can be fun. But we want you to know that while there will be some stuff that if you want to take action on, you can. It's literally going to be a place for so much great information.
Right.
So many moms in community. Like, what if you come in here and never talk to a vendor, but you meet 3 moms that are in a similar place and you guys go have coffee and it turns out into workout buddies? It's like the community is going to grow, and we're going to bring West St. Louis County in with Chesterfield County, and we're going to give you the options and the access to wherever it is you want and need to go, whoever you jive with, and get you information.
Right, which is super fun about those vendors. They're not going to be your trinket, vendors. Now there might be a boutique or so, but they're genuine human beings that have a lot to offer the women with soon-to-be babies, or they're on their second kiddo, or they're trying to get pregnant. There's going to be a wealth of knowledge in this building for everyone.
And I will say, if you have ever wanted or thought or wanted to learn about anything regarding a home birth,
Yes.
you might raise your eyebrows. Some of you might be like, oh, hell yeah, like home birth? Like, is this where? Yes, this is where you go for that. There's going to be so many resources here to learn more about that, because it's becoming more of a question. We're hearing it more.
Right.
Like, really, we had all
like,
3
what
of
are
ours
my
at home.
options? What-
Exactly. So we're going to have a lot of people here who can speak on that, and make
Right.
sure you can have the best birth story, the best pregnancy, whatever it is you want. But that is, I will say, an avenue, especially, hopefully Abby's going to be here as well.
I believe so.
But between the 2 of you, there's a wealth of knowledge in just home births alone. We have been
Right.
blessed to have all 3 of ours at home.
Yes.
Here's what I want you to hear, and here's what we tell everybody is, you know what? I'm not going to say it's not for everybody. It is for everybody.
Right.
However, this is a non-judgment zone.
Right.
And we understand that it's like, if that's not your preferred way, that's not what your story looks like, that's cool. There's no judgment here.
Right.
However, Ryan and Abby have started this. I say it almost every podcast. And what we have adopted together is, we don't want you to say you wish you would have known.
Right.
And a lot of people have questions about a home birth. And if you knew exactly how it works and how it happens and what happens and what you can experience from a home birth, I think more people would be like, holy shit, I can eat cookies in my own kitchen and then give birth in my own room and have all of the access to my stuff, my whatever. It's and the empowerment that comes, the confidence and everything.
It's fabulous.
Yeah.
I love everything about it.
So I will just say that if you've ever wondered about that, or if you're thinking about it, or you just like, that's crazy, but I want to hear about it, this is going to be an event where you can really dive into that.
Right. And ask the questions. Maybe you're having a hospital birth, but you want to know your options as well in hospital, because now they have the Mercy Birthing Center that's connected to the hospital. There's ways that you can actually make sure that your doula is knows what you want, and we strongly suggest a doula if you're having a birth where you want to know your options, because they'll tell you can be on the ball, like on one of those exercise balls in the hospital, and a lot of people just don't know that. Like, you have options if you don't want to home birth. There are absolutely opportunities and avenues for you even in the hospital nowadays.
I mean, midwives, doulas, lactation consultants, sleep provider, like, there's just going to be so much here. We are also going to be, each one of those vendors, I think we have 15 or 16 at this point.
Yes.
Each vendor is going to be bringing a gift. Then it's not going to be like 50% off their services, although some of them may offer that and gift that as well. At least every vendor is at least going to bring a more personalized gift for mom, something that they would utilize, something that's necessary, not just, hey, if you want my services, it's X amount off.
Right.
So I think we've counted it up, and it's I would say at least $2,500, $3,000 in things. We are actually going to gift a mom who comes a
Wonderfold wagon.
A Wonderfold wagon. If you haven't seen Wonderfold wagon, look it up now. You're going to want one, and just know you can win one here.
A full-size 4-seater luxe edition. So it's the big one. It's the all-to-do with the leather band around the little pusher. It's an odd word, but that's what it is.
So yes, we are going to give away a Wonderfold, and then you're responsible for whatever attachments you want. There's plenty of those. There's Facebook groups. There's like a whole Wonderfold cult. That's what it is.
Community on Facebook.
Well, you guys are a cult. You are.
It's fabulous. Shows you how to use all of it. It's great.
So that's in play. I mean, it's going to be a lot of fun. And so ask questions. We'll put some things in the comments and some links so you can sign up, because chances are we just want to make sure we have enough space for the community.
Right.
So that'll be a lot of fun. But other than that, it's really a wrap on, February in the office, people who can take action with us. We're just going to provide opportunities for family members and friends to come under care. This is our inaugural year. This, it's only going to happen once a year.
Yes.
This is not something we do all the time.
It's not something we do ever.
Ever, actually. So, but we want to give people the opportunity to come under care. We are going to provide ways for families to come under care in this practice. We've had a lot of ask about that at a rate that has really never been seen before. And so we hope that people would take action. And if nothing else, jump on a call with us. And the call, our calls before everybody comes in the office are free.
Right.
See if we're the right fit for you. But we will give you opportunity at, dare I say, discount, but at a price that is going to make sense for families and individuals to really start to take action for them and invest in themselves and their kiddos, their student athletes, the mamas, the pregnant mamas, whomever it might be, to come under care. So that's going to be a lot of fun. We're also giving away
a weekend stay at Great Wolf Lodge, which is going to be super fun. I mean, that's like a super popular destination here in Missouri. It's down further towards KC, and it's a great little getaway weekend. It's got an indoor water park, super fun all year round. Whenever you want to go, Great Wolf Lodge is a great location. So we're going to give away a weekend, a 2-night stay, 1 room for a loving family, hopefully that, or a parent getaway. I mean, mom and dad, take the opportunity. If you can consider for your kids, you can go down the water slide.
No doubt. Absolutely.
But that's going to be super fun. And there's many ways to enter to win that. And then we're also going to love on them by doing our trail mix bar that we're bringing back. We love that trail mix bar.
Valentine's week.
Yes.
Valentine's Day week.
That'll be so fun. So
with that, if you've made it this far, I want to say thank you to everybody who has been listening, who continues to listen. Just a little tiny podcast here in Cottleville that's, starting to gain some traction. Right. If you've made it this far, make sure you subscribe to wherever you're listening on YouTube or the podcast, but subscribe on YouTube, follow us on TikTok. There's all of us. We're all accessible. Everybody is very visible on social media. Right. We like it that way for a reason. If you send me a friend request on Facebook or if you follow me on Instagram, that would be great. I will follow you and friend you back.
Same.
Dr. Dustin Bosson on Instagram and TikTok, I think. No, I'm Doc Throttle 33 on TikTok.
You are Doc Throttle 33.
So, but Facebook and Instagram, I think, link together. So you can find me there, add me. Smash the like button and subscribe. Come to the VP pages.
Yes.
We've got a lot of cool information that's coming out there. We've built quite a community, so we are super excited to give you access to that. And if nothing else, you can vet us. If you've ever wondered about what our culture looks like or if we're the right office for you, go ahead, go there first.
Yeah.
Feel us out a little bit, ask some questions, but see what we do. Take a look into our lives. We're totally accessible. So hope you guys have a great and continue to have a great start to 2023.
Yes.
You will be seeing and hearing more of this gal over here as we go throughout the year. Have a great rest of your day.
Bye.